evening. Welcome to St Mary's ahead of Southampton's penultimate pre-season friendly before the Premier League campaign gets underway properly in just over a week's time. Monaco, the visitors to Southampton tonight. Saints with Villarreal to come on Saturday afternoon. This is the final pre-season friendly for Monaco before they get their new season underway in the Champions League a week today against PSV in the third qualifying round. Saints fans turning up, hoping to get an early look at some of their new signings. Will have to wait patiently, having seen Ralph Hasenhüttl, the manager, adopt three central defenders in pre-season so far. He reverts back to the 4-2-2-2 formation from last season. Alex McCarthy in goal, Shea Adams alongside Adam Armstrong up front. Oriol Romeo and Ibrahima Diallo will play in the middle for Saints this evening, with Redmond and Elyounoussi down the wings. A familiar face in the Monaco starting 11 for those Southampton supporters inside the ground tonight. Takumi Minamino, Monaco's new signing from Liverpool, starts up top alongside the experienced Wissam Ben Yedder. 20 goals from him last season, propelling Monaco to third in Ligue 1. Three of Southampton's new signings named on the bench this evening: Romeo Lavia, Almel Bella Kotchap, the centre-back, and Joe Aribo as well, arriving from Rangers over the summer. Plenty of experience on that bench as well. And captain James Ward-Prowse, should he be called upon at some stage of this game. Monaco's new signing, Briel Mbolo, named on the bench for them tonight. It's been a pretty mild, overcast day on the south coast of England, here in Southampton. And Jordan Clark alongside me for commentary this evening, former Saints midfielder Dean Hammond. Dean, very good evening.
Good evening, Jordan.
Two pre-season friendlies to go for Southampton.
It is, and a step up in class today from the game against Watford at the weekend. Looking forward to the game tonight. It should be a good test for the Southampton players. As like you said, we're probably 10 days away from the start of the Premier League season, so a familiar lineup that we would have seen a lot of players from last year. So it'll be interesting to see how they set up and how they approach the game tonight.
Just Adam Armstrong surviving from the weekend's friendly away at Watford. Other than that, a brand new 11 from Ralph Hasenhüttl tonight. I think those on the bench, as it's given away there by Moy Elyounoussi. Vanderson will pick it up down the right. Good solid tackle in there from Peru. Elyounoussi under pressure again quickly from Monaco. Lovely turn in there from Mataza. Space down the right for Aguila. Southampton will begin their Premier League season away at Tottenham a week on Saturday. First home game here at St Mary's a week later with Leeds United, the visitors. Diallo just pipped to the ball there by Golovin. Good interception by Lianco. Good to see him back fit and firing. Missed a fair chunk at the end of last season due to a hamstring injury.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jordan. When he played last year, he had an impact on the team. Nice and aggressive defender. Looks like he enjoys his defending, and we'll be looking forward to enjoying a good pre-season to try and get in that starting 11 for the first game of the season away at Tottenham.
Again, Monaco will try and find some room down the right. It's Oriol Romeo. Space for Romain Perrault. Minamino back on his old stomping ground. Had a brief spell here on loan from Liverpool. Managing 2 goals in his 10 appearances for Saints back in 2021. Featured a fair bit for Liverpool last season, but opting to move to Monaco in the summer. Early ball forward, looking for the captain Ben Yedder. Valerie's pass intercepted.
The game's not quite settled down yet. It's a bit of hustle and bustle, especially in the middle of the field. Romau's had his foot on the ball a couple of times and put a couple of passes in, and he does that so well. You know, if we can get him into the game, he can control the game. I always think Southampton play at the best when he's in this top form.
Given away by Shea Adams. Minamino. Here's Ben Yedder. Room for the shot. Good block in there from Lianco. I think that was heading wide anyway. Lianco wasn't to note.
Yeah, you're right, John. It's a bit sloppy there from Shea. Tried a pass with the outside of his foot, got intercepted, and Monaco broke really. And the captain, the Monaco captain, were probably a little bit disappointed. It was a good pass from Minamino, nice and early. Got into the space and kind of snatched at the shot and tried to hit it across goal, but a good recovery from Lianco there. I think, or was it Jack Stevens, and a good block in the end.
First set piece of the evening. Away at the front post by Valerie. Good defending that. Space for Aguila, the Frenchman. Fresh from signing a new deal with Monaco, with the club until 2025. An early touch for Alex McCarthy. Gavin Bazunu in the squad for Southampton this evening, their new goalkeeper, aside from Manchester City. So it's the experienced Willy Caballero. We may see some game time in the second half. Bit of room for Jan Valerie and Nathan Redmond out on that right-hand side. Shea Adams further forward in support, well found by Redmond. Again Valerie and Redmond linking up nicely. Still Valerie, nice feet from the Frenchman.
Much better there from Southampton. A good play from Valerie, from Nathan Redmond. Nice and comfortable on the ball, some good touches, good movement off the ball to help support each other. In the end, Nathan Redmond used his body really well and wins a free kick in a dangerous position for Southampton.
Moy Elianusi will head over to take. Came back last season rejuvenated from his loan spell at Celtic. The Norwegian featured a fair bit for Ralph Hasenhüttl. Could be a key man again this season. Perrault with the left-footed option over on the far side. Stevens and Lianco both forward. It's Redmond at the front post. Right idea, couldn't quite execute it. Good block in there, and Enrique.
No, but it's interesting that, John. On the game Saturday against Watford, there was a lot of variation from Southampton set pieces, which was good to see. It looked like they've done a lot of work on the training ground, and again, some variation there. Good movement from Redmond and good delivery from Elianusi.
Elianusi and Perrault linking up on the far side for the short corner. Minamino will come away with it. Late tackle from Adams, spotted by the assistant referee on his near side. Welcome back to Hampshire, Takumi Minamino. Monaco with a packed pre-season schedule so far. 6 games in total, 2 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat. Coming at the weekend away at Porto. 2-2 draw with Inter Milan before that as well. Just the 3 games so far for Southampton. 0-0 draw at Watford at the weekend. Before that, of course, the tour of Austria. A 0-0 draw with Klagenfurt and a 3-1 defeat against RB Leipzig. What's your take on pre-season friendly, Dean, and how much you read into results compared to performances, perhaps, and just getting minutes in the legs of players?
Well, it all depends if you win or lose. If you win, you as a player, you read into it a lot. But no, it's all about your fitness, Jordan. It's staying injury-free is really, really important as a squad, as an individual. Obviously, performance-wise, you're trying to do your best to try and get into the team for that first game of the season. But at this stage, it is all about your conditioning, getting ready for a long campaign in the Premier League. But you're right, individually you do want to perform, because if you can perform well pre-season, if you can look good, then you've got a good chance of starting the season, and that's what every player will want in this squad.
Perot with his pocket pick by Vanderson. He's going to carry on down that right side. Defending by Jack Stevens. Still only 28, Jack Stevens. Feels like he's been here at St Mary's for years, well over 150 appearances now. I think heading into his 11th year with the club, 12th year in fact.
He's Mr. Reliable, Jordan, isn't he, Jack Stevens? You know, he's been here a while now. He was a youngster coming through when I was at the football club. Always had that ability. You know, he reads the game really, really well for a defender. Like that moment there, he anticipates what the player's going to do, reads the game. But I'm sure he'll be looking to have a more of a consistent season. Last year he started really, really well and then picked up that injury, which is unfortunate for him. But you can always rely on Jack. You need players like that in the squad. But for himself, I'm sure he'll want to, you know, get a start in the team and stay in it for longer periods this season.
Valerie with the clearance. Space again for Aguila. Unable to find his man. Should be an interesting competition for that #1 spot for Southampton this year with the arrival of Gavin Bazunu.
Well, I was at the game at Watford, and Bazunu really impressed me, especially with his feet. His distribution with the ball was excellent, and he's really calm in possession, always looking to play out.
Shay Adams.
And looked really safe with his hands as well, so it looks like a really, really good signing, and confident as well.
Battle on here for Lianco at the back. Did well to get there ahead of Golovin. And a foul by Adam Armstrong. Disassi was flying over the top of him, winning the free kick. Disassi again. Vanderson to Aguila, just about keeps it in. Diallo, space for Shay Adams. Adam Armstrong further ahead, nice touch from Adam Armstrong, back to Shay Adams again. Never really got hold of it, the Scottish international.
Yeah, really unfortunate, but it all starts from a really good pass from Diallo into Shay Adams. Shay tries to slip Adam Armstrong through, has a really good first touch, has momentum, good defending, and just drops a Shay there. And you know, you have those moments where if you look at the replay, Shay is seeing that from a long way off, thinking, you know, I'm just going to put this in the bottom corner, get my foot around it, and can't quite get that clean contact on the strike. But better from Southampton, better tempo in their passing.
Romeo, Adam Armstrong involved in a bit of head tennis. Here's Perot. Elianusi beaten to it by Fofana. Space for Minamino. Golovin to his left, finds the feet of Golovin, checks back onto that right foot, couldn't find Ben Yedder. Good interception, well read there by Jack Stevens. Back for Saints. Good battle between Armstrong and Diassi. Armstrong getting the better of him. Shay Adams in support. Romeo arriving as well. Saints up to reset through Diallo. Redmond with a heavy cross into that empty northern stand.
Yeah, really unfortunate. You know, the end product there from Nathan Redmond would be, you know, something you'd like to have done better. But again, a good counter-attack play from Southampton. Good strength from Adam Armstrong holding the defender off. Good support play from Shay Adams, and then has the presence of mind and intelligence to turn out and wait for supporting play. Ball out wide, and just unfortunate that vital moment with that ball into the box. But Nathan trying to do the right thing, trying to get that early ball into the box when you've got Southampton players within there to attack the ball.
Vanderson under pressure from Perot. Lianco. A relatively quiet summer so far for Monaco on the transfer front. I mentioned Minamino arriving. Briel Mbolo on the bench as well, signed from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Thomas Didion as well, a goalkeeper on the bench, another of the new signings. It's been about it so far in terms of business for the French side. Of course, selling Aurelien Tchouameni to Real Madrid for big money. On the lookout for a midfielder to replace him. Vanderson with the interception. Fofana in the middle of the park. Good link-up play back to Vanderson down the right. Opens his legs up, matched by Stevens.
Again, another good example of Jack Stevens defending in that one-on-one situation. Patient in his tackle, reads the game, knows the defender, the attacker's going to go on the outside, and just uses his feet, uses his body strength. Nice and aggressive from Jack, and he started the game very well tonight.
To approach the quarter of the hour mark in this pre-season friendly, just waiting for something to really ignite it. Minamino. Aguila. Again, Stevens reads well and intercepts. First outing for Southampton's new home kit this evening as well, moving away from the red and white stripes to that bold and brave new red stripe straight down the middle. Bit of a throwback to the kits of the 80s for Southampton this season. Aguila. Seen a fair amount of the ball, Aguila, in these early stages. Monaco have favoured that right-hand side. No luck so far. Not the greatest of clearances from Nubel. Puts Minamino under a bit of pressure. Romeo, lovely back heel from Armstrong. Couldn't quite squeeze it through to Moy Elianusi, and here's some room for Vanderson now. Ben Yedder in the middle. Minamino just to his left as well. Mataza. Golovin. Mataza again. Aguila. Monaco in no rush to put the ball into the box. Enrique, the left back, picking up with Golovin. Ben Yedder pulls out to the left. It's a lovely pullback from Minamino. Can he sort his feet out? He can. Palmed away by McCarthy. Woodwork involved there as well, I think.
Just waiting to see, Jordan, if that's a save from Alex McCarthy, or it was definitely the crossbar, but whether he got a hand to it. But it's fantastic build-up play from Monaco. Really, really good. It looks like a fantastic save from Alex, just tipping it onto that post after good movement, good footwork from Minamino. We know he possesses that quality in tight areas, gets it onto his left foot and, you know, gets his foot round it, and it's a really, really good save from Alex McCarthy. But Monaco, really good build-up play, nice and patient, played through the thirds, 1 and 2 touch football, and created the best chance of the game so far.
McCarthy at full stretch, the 32-year-old, preparing to head into his 7th season with Southampton. Play continuing in the middle, a player down over on the far side. Will be a free kick to Saints when we restart. It's for Fafana, who's back up on his feet for a heavy knock. Elianusi. Romain Perraud. Can't find the ball over the top to Elianusi. Minamino again will pick up the pieces for Monaco. Quick feet to skip away from a number of white and red shirts given away by Monaco. Jack Stevens can tidy it up at the back for Saints.
Well, that was good from Southampton, you know, pressing high up in Monaco's half in numbers, with intensity, and they win the ball back nice and early. And when Southampton do that and they're nice and positive and aggressive, it's really, really good to watch. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of discipline, but it can be really effective.
Lianco goes direct this time, looking for Shea Adams. Adam Armstrong will find himself with the second ball at his feet. Pulls the trigger early, does Armstrong. Always heading well wide of Newbell's goal.
Unfortunate that, but I like that from Adam Armstrong. Nice and positive. You know, he reads the knockdown after a header from the defender, gets it onto his left foot. He's looking for the pass, but he knows as he gets close to the goal, he can take that shooting option on and just drags it wide of the goal. But nice and positive there from Adam, and you want to see that from your strikers. Take the opportunities on, back yourself, be nice and brave in possession.
He's looked lively in the moments he's been in the game so far.
He is, and I think it could be a really big season for him. I think if he can get an early goal in the season, get a consistent run, I believe he can score goals at this level. Started the season brilliantly last year with that goal against Everton, and then just couldn't quite get a consistent run in the team, whether it was injuries, whether it was his form. But I think he can be a good player for Southampton.
Perraud with the cross in, the flag was up for offside. He had 28 appearances in his debut season in the Premier League, Adam Armstrong, last season, and been brought in by Ralph Hasenhüttl from the Championship, where he'd scored goals for Blackburn Rovers.
It'd be an interesting one to see the stats on it. If you look at the season as a whole, I can't remember too many chances he really missed. It was probably more he wasn't getting the opportunities or wasn't getting in the areas to create the opportunities, and I think that can come with confidence sometimes. That can come with the amount of chances Southampton created when he played. But like I say, I do believe he can score goals at this level, because I think he's an instinctive goal scorer. You look at his goals, the first goal against Everton, first game of the season, brilliant finish. His goal against Aston Villa is a left foot volley, half volley I think it is, and there are his 2 goals he scored. But I think he has got that ability, that natural ability to score goals at this level.
Dummy from Shea Adams. Adam Armstrong on that occasion not quite on the same wavelength. Here's Moy Elianusi, he's going to shoot from a long way out, stings the palms of Alexander Newbell. Comfortable enough in the end for the Monaco goalkeeper.
And that comes from the brilliant play from Shea Adams, you know, pressing, hunting down there, the Monaco midfield player, winning the ball back, and then nice and positive from Elianusi. Sees the opportunity, get the ball out at his feet, a clean strike, but unfortunately straight at the goalkeeper.
Good touch from Lianco just to take that one out of the sky from Disasi. Diallo can't quite sort his feet out with that back heel. Ben Yedder will have room to move into. Minamino receives the pass, 2 step overs and a shot, and again it's Jack Stevens in there. It's a block shot that was certainly heading on target that time.
Well, I thought he'd almost got away from Jack there, Minamino, with the double step over, gets half a yard, but again, good defending from Jack, just gets the block in just in time, reads that really, really well, and recovers into position to prevent a goal scoring opportunity.
Enrique with the short corner. Lovren with the ball towards the back. McCarthy misses the punch, comes back out on the volley. It's out well wide. Tazo saw the bright lights as that one was dropping out of the sky.
We've all done that, Jordan.
See that chance from Elianusi again from a long way out.
Yeah, it's a lovely strike, and I like Elianusi. You know, he brings something different to the team. You know, the runs from midfield, gets a goal. The amount of headed goals he gets as well. He's got that energy to break from midfield as well. And it's a clean strike from him, and he's something different, you know, in the Southampton lineup.
They've not been afraid to shoot from distance so far this evening, Southampton, when it's opened up for them. Elianusi and Romeo getting stuck in. Matazo, Ben Yedder now. So far, little to choose between the two teams. Both sides with chances saved. McCarthy denying Monaco at one end. New Bell with a more comfortable save at the other from that Elianusi strike. Other than that, very little to tell you about in terms of chances. Maybe another one here. Romeo finds Redmond. Plenty of support in the box. Couldn't squeeze the ball through the legs of Enrique.
But that was really good play from Southampton in the middle of the pitch. I think it's a ball round the corner from Diallo into Shea Adams. Uses his body brilliantly, knows where the defender is, turns on his left foot. Great pass, early pass into Romeo, who's running from midfield, gets the ball wide to Nathan Redmond in a good position, and just can't get that final delivery. But when Southampton play that quick 1-2 touch football, it's exciting to watch.
Another set piece for Saints. A few changes to Ralph Hasenhutl's backroom staff over the summer. Alex Clapham coming in to work on set pieces. Was delivered towards the back post. Fofana with the header away. As far as Shea Adams. Here's Lianco. Went for placement over power. Monaco can come away with it with Lianco out of position now. Vanderson stretching his legs down the right. Valerie covering in the middle.
I mean, it's a good counter-attack from Monaco, but as well, you have to give the Southampton players credit. It's good recovery runs, and, you know, Valerie comes across from a wide position and intercepts that cross. Good recovery from Nathan Redmond to put pressure on the cross. So the Southampton players look a little bit sharper, a little bit fitter from the weekend.
Talking of throwbacks with the Southampton kit this season, Valerie sporting the Franny Benali moustache as well. Lovren squeezes across, flies across the face of goal. No one there in a Monaco shirt to test McCarthy. Saints will come away with it. Romeo. It's nice play, room for Armstrong. Not a lot of support at the moment, arriving eventually from Shea Adams. Back to Romeo. Plenty of space down the left for Redmond, who sees Stevens with his arms in the air. Perot. Change of pace from Elianusi again. He does well, gets the foot in.
And Romeo does that so well. It all starts from him being able to receive the ball in a tight position, knows where the opposition is, protects the ball really well. Vision to know where the opposition is again. Lovely pass, and it must be a joy to play with him. To be able to give him the ball in any point on the pitch is brilliant.
Stevens with the flick on Shea Adams, lurking at the back post. Ball was behind him, just couldn't wrap his foot round it enough to get it on target. And Yeda. Stevens didn't see Minamino there. Good covering from Diallo. And then Diallo and Perot not quite on the same wavelength, just getting in each other's way. Sorted out in the end. Redmond. Space again for Armstrong. Again shoots from a long way out. That's better. More of a test for Newell this time. Does well though, this time diving away to his right.
Yeah, excellent move from Southampton. Starts and finishes with Adam Armstrong. Really good switch of play from Nathan Redmond. Good run from Shay Adams to take the defender wide. Nathan Redmond comes centrally and Adam Armstrong breaking from midfield. Good first touch and a better strike, and makes the keeper work to his right hand side. So good play from Southampton.
Long-range efforts, the theme this evening for Ralph Hasenhüttl's team. Vanderson. Good block in there from Elyounoussi. Some good battles down this right side for Monaco. Way too much on that from Golovin, the Russian. Well done in the end from Saints as they play their way out from the back. One of the things that I know attracted Ralph Hasenhüttl to Gavin Bazunu. They signed him over the summer. The way he can get things going from the back for teams. Alex McCarthy on the top of his game there doing the same thing.
Yeah, and I think it's really important for the way Southampton want to play. It's really important for the modern day Premier League team to be able to keep possession of the ball when under pressure. It can sometimes look a little bit tight there in that instance with Alex McCarthy, but if you look at it and you break it down, the Southampton players looked really in control, were very aware of where their teammates were, and in the end it's a bounce ball to Diallo, who then bounce it out and Southampton get out with the ball, which is brilliant play.
Elyounoussi in off that left flank. Redmond screaming for it down the right. Instead he opts for the direct ball and the runner Perot. Drop to Shay Adams, looks up, shoots early. Just not quite enough bend on it from Shay Adams. But again, Southampton not afraid to pull the trigger, with Monaco sitting off them.
Well, they're getting closer, Jordan. They're getting closer, and again, it's a good first touch from Shay Adams to set himself, and he's trying to curl it into that far corner, but it's a longer ball again from Southampton, and the Monaco defenders are not really dealing with the first contact too well. They're heading the ball down. Southampton players are on the front foot and winning that second ball and getting shots off from distance, like you say.
Two hands in the air, the signal from Perot for the set piece. Shay Adams the target, the back post. Too high for him. Shay Adams looking lively as well this evening, despite a long old season, which went well into the summer, of course, for him with Scotland's World Cup qualifier against playoff against Ukraine. Ben Yedder receiving the jeers from the home crowd.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration there, not sure what that's about. I'm sure it's probably something Lianco said to him. But yeah, going back to Shay Adams, like you say, it's been a long season, but I'm sure he's enjoying playing international football for Scotland. And I think Shay can be pivotal. I think he's getting better each year. He's the main striker now, if you look at it really. He's the focal point. I think he can do everything. He needs to add a few more goals to his game, but he does get opportunities, and I think if strikers are always getting opportunities, then they'll be okay. But Shay brings so much to the team, and when he's firing, when he's fit, and he looks fresh like he is tonight, he's a really effective player for Southampton.
Early days, and I know we're only half an hour into the first half of this game, but what have you made of the link-up between him and Adam Armstrong so far as well, in that relationship and how it's developing?
Well, again, Jordan, I like it. I think they both work really hard off the ball. They've both got qualities that can complement each other, and they look for each other as well. We've seen it a couple of times where Shea stepped over the ball and it's gone into Adam Armstrong. Their movement off the ball is really, really good, where one will always try and go behind. Shea can link up the play as well. So I think the more they play with each other, the better understanding they get, and they can both score goals. So yeah, I think it's got everything to be a good partnership, in answer to your question.
Of course, Armando Broja here on loan from Chelsea last season, led the line for Saints. Went back at the end of the campaign. Here's some room for Jack Stevens. Decides against pulling the trigger, trying to find Armstrong and Adams with the through ball. Minamino, great feet to get away from Lianco. Diallo comes across to cover, room in the middle for Golovin. Here's Ben Yedder, great check back onto the right foot, fluffs his lines. As the experienced striker.
Yeah, he just took one too many touches. Rides the first challenge really, really well, sets another down, and he's just trying to get it really comfortable on his right foot, and in the end just loses balance really, and should have taken the shot earlier. But good again. You look at the amount of players in the box for Southampton. Really good recovery runs from Monaco counter-attacking.
Diallo. A product, of course, Ibrahima Diallo of the Monaco Academy. Before eventually moving on to Stade Brest and then arriving here at Southampton. Down in the middle alongside Oriol Romeo this evening. Finds Redmond. Redmond can't return the favour. Fofana looking for Minamino. Searching ball, that one always comfortably heading Alex McCarthy's way. Very gentle pace to the game so far, being a couple of times it's sprung into life.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's been moments of high tempo, of the increased pace on the pass and movement. But like you say, it's a pre-season game. You know, the players are still trying to find their fitness, so they won't be able to play full out for the 90 minutes. But I think there's been moments of quality from both teams.
10 minutes to go into the break. Still looking for the first goal. It's the voice of Dean Hammond, former Southampton midfielder. This is Romain Perrault. Elianusi again pulls wide. Armstrong marked closely by Disasi. Perrault. Diallo picks his head up early, finds Lianco. Redmond in off the right flank. And a great ball to Adams, who try and hook it out of the sky. Again, Vanderson sets off down the right and gets there. And two with Minamino. Well, one back by Saints. Shea Adams going to go it alone for the time being. Romeo to his left. Elianusi arriving at the back post as well. Good defending in the end from Monaco. I
was just saying there, John, as he picked the ball up, he got his head up and the goalkeeper was off his line, and I could see Shea going for the 40-yard chip from the halfway line, but he just hesitated in that moment and broke really, and just probably needed to turn out and then build up the play again. But I was just willing him because he has that ability. You remember his goal against Man City here, where he does that from probably not quite as far out. But yeah, I was just thinking, you know, especially in a pre-season game, nothing on it, just that chip from halfway line would have been good to see.
Yeah, if you're not going to do it in a pre-season game, when are you going to do it? Disasi finds the feet of Golovin. A rare occasion the ball's been out on the left this evening. Monaco's left, that is. Matazo. Vanderson. Brazilian goes back to Aguila. Minamino, who's been all over the pitch, wins the free kick.
Yeah, he's been pretty impressive, Minamino, playing in that kind of number 10 role. He's linking the play for Monaco from midfield to attack. Really reliable in possession when the ball goes into him. His movement in behind as well. He's had a couple of half opportunities, but I think that's his favoured position. You know, playing centrally as a kind of number 10, just off the front man. He's been effective tonight for Monaco.
And you can probably understand why he's decided to move to Monaco, because in that position he's had a bit of a battle on his hands to get in the Liverpool side.
Yeah, he just had a bit of competition in those positions. But fair play to him. You know, it was a big club at Liverpool. He's gone there. He was very effective in the cup for them from last year. But no, credit to him. He wants to go and play. And I think as any player will tell you, you want to play week in, week out. And like you say, he's joined a good club in Monaco.
Here he is again. And that's squeezed in by Golovin. Minamino involved out of nowhere, really. Powerful finish past Alex McCarthy. And Monaco take the lead. Southampton 0, Monaco 1.
Yeah, like you say, John, it's come from nowhere, really. It's a switch of play. It's come down Monaco's left-hand side, which we haven't seen much from in the first half. Minamino involved again. It's a movement from a central position, gets into the inside of the box, pulls it back to, and it's just a strike, a kind of instinctive strike with the left hand with his left foot, and it just catches Alex McCarthy off guard, really, at that near post. And is it against the run of play? I think it's been pretty even. But look, it's 1-0 to Monaco, and it's a good goal from them.
First time strike from Alexander Golovin. We have the breakthrough this evening. Saints have tested the palms on a couple of occasions of Alexander Nubel at the other end. But shots from distance struggled really to make their way into the Monaco box and cause any damage. Relatively quiet at the other end. McCarthy with one save to deny Monaco. Golovin taking the opportunity that was presented to him with 5 minutes to go until half-time. Here's Stevens. Delivers into the middle. Easy one for Nubel to come and claim. Enrique will fly forward. Fofana finds Vanderson. Wide to the goal scorer Golovin. Good pressing from Shea Adams. Redmond looking for that early ball forward. Adams does well to keep that in. It's fired at him with pace by Redmond. Here's Fofana for Monaco. Aguila.
I think this is a good test for Southampton now, not to, you know, for their mental strength, not to get too despondent from a setback, from going a goal down. They were doing well in the game. They had good moments. We talked about that earlier. They look bright, they look sharp, they look fit. So it'll be interesting to see how they react here, and if they continue to do the same things, they can work their way back into the game, and this is what pre-season is all about.
Aguila and Vanderson again linking up. Vanderson got a bit lucky there with the deflection. Minamino joins in. João Enrique. And Golovin looks up again, thinks about the shot, decides against it. There's room for Aguila out wide. His ball towards the back post, finds Ben Yedder. First time shot in the volley. Should really have done better.
Again, really good patient play from Monaco. They build the play up, they switch the play. It's a good cross. Valler's just a little bit unaware of the Monaco player behind him. I think it's the captain. I don't think he quite expects it, and he has a clean strike at goal. But like I say, it's important moments for Southampton, and a good test for them that when this happens in the season, when you do go a goal down, that you don't concede again quickly. And you continue and believing in what you do, because Southampton have been playing well in this first half. And when you go 1-0 down, the main thing is not to go 2-0 down, to then you have to make up too much ground in the second half. So continue what they're doing, because like I say, they've had good moments in this first half.
63 goals in 100 league appearances for Ben Yedder for Monaco so far this evening. He's failed to find the back of the net on a couple of occasions. One where he found enough room inside the box for a shot and then lost his balance. And that volley there just moments ago, unable to punish Southampton and not even test Alex McCarthy. New Bell with the goal kick. Monaco manager Philippe Clement arriving in January, replacing former Bayern Munich manager Niko Kovac, guiding Monaco to third place in Ligue 1 last season. Finished 17 points behind Paris Saint-Germain, the winners, who have really dominated that league in recent years, as you'd expect with the amount of money behind the team. Third place enough for Monaco to qualify for the third qualifying stage of the Champions League. They start their season against PSV Eindhoven in the first leg of that third qualifying round on Tuesday night. Their Ligue 1 campaign gets underway on the 6th of August, so a week on Saturday against Strasbourg. Philippe Clement, of course, with a spell playing in England for Coventry as well. A brief spell, albeit. And Ralph Hasenhüttl with some thinking to do. The Saints boss, hands on hips.
I think he'll be reasonably pleased with the first half performance. I think there's been an improvement from the game against Watford, and that's all you can ask in pre-season.
What have you made of the formation for Saints? As we mentioned at the start, they've been experimenting with something different in pre-season so far, back to the more familiar 4-2-2-2.
Well, I think they started like that, Jordan, with the 4-2-2-2, and they've actually gone back to the three at the back, but more of an attacking three, where the five are playing in midfield and they're pressing a little bit higher. So I think he's trying to experiment, he's trying to find different system and ways of winning games, because you need that in the season, and you need that against different types of opposition. So probably a sensible approach.
Half-time then, here at St Mary's, Southampton going in a goal down against Monaco. Dean Hammond, your overall assessment of that first half?
Well, up to the goal, I thought it was pretty even. I think, like I say, there was moments for both teams. A good save from Alex McCarthy, some good long-distance shots from Southampton, some good build-up play from Southampton. They look a little bit fitter in terms of their supportive runs and their recovery runs defensively. So pretty even up until the goal, and then when Monaco score, it seemed to go a little bit flat, if I'm honest, Jordan, and there needed to be a bit more of a reaction from the Southampton players. So a good test for them now, but like we've seen in the replay, some good combination play from Adam Armstrong, from Shay Adams, a couple of good strikes from distance, and getting closer to getting on the goal. They're scoring a goal tonight.
Yeah, Minamino stinging the palms of Alex McCarthy early in the first half as he was called into action. New signing for Monaco, arriving from Liverpool, had a spell here on loan at St Mary's. He's had a lively first half. It's a really good save from Alex McCarthy. Kept the scoreline 0-0. Saints with some chances at the other end as well. A lot of long-range efforts though. This one from Adam Armstrong stinging the palms of Alexander Nubel in goal for Monaco.
Comes, like we spoke about, the pressing from Southampton. Really good work from Shay Adams, and then nice and confident from Adam Armstrong. Gets the ball out of his feet. Oh, sorry, Elanusi gets the ball out of his feet, and it's a lovely strike from him at goal, and he can bring goals from midfield, which is really important.
Certainly been a theme of the side.
And again, confidence from Adam Armstrong, which is good to see from him, because I remember there's some spectacular goals he scored in the Championship from long distance, and he's finding his range there a little bit more.
Shea Adams getting involved as well. Opting for a bit more placement that time, unable to find the target for Saints.
And that's probably the closest Southampton have come in that moment, of the knockdown, the anticipation of the second ball, and Shea Adams trying to curl it into the far corner.
And the only goal of the game so far, the Russian Alexander Golovin opening the scoring for Monaco. Minamino with the assist via a Lianco deflection. Well placed past Alex McCarthy.
Yeah, it's a good strike. It's a good instinctive strike, and just catches Alex McCarthy off guard. But again, like you mentioned, Jordan, Minamino has been involved in everything good for Monaco in the first half, and again it was his movement and his assist.
And that's how we stand at the break here at St Mary's at half-time in this pre-season friendly. Southampton 0, Monaco 1.
Also wishing a very happy 16th birthday to Corey Harris. Hope you're enjoying the game. And just to remind you, season tickets are still available, although the first match is now on general sale. You need to buy as soon as possible to ensure the best availability. And you can also spread your payments over 7 months if you purchase before this coming Sunday. for the second half. There is a substitution for the Saints at the start of the second half. Number 15, Romain Perrault, is replaced by number 19, Moussa Djenepo. There's also a substitution for Monaco. Coming off is number 10, Wissam Ben Yedder, to be replaced by number 36, Breel Mbella.
Welcome back to St Mary's for the second half of this pre-season friendly between Southampton and Monaco. A couple of changes at half-time, one for either side. Moussa Djenepo comes on for Southampton at left back to replace Romain Perrault. And for Monaco, Wissam Ben Yedder. His work is done for the evening. On comes new signing Breel Mbolo, arriving from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Take his place up front for the visitors this evening. Lianco with the ball forward. DAZN now wearing the captain's armband. The Yedder off. Early ball in across the face of goal. It's a dangerous one from Elyounoussi. No one there for Southampton to tap it in. It is Alexander Golovin's goal that separates the two sides. A strike past Alex McCarthy in the first half. Here's Valery. That's a lovely run from Valery. Not sure if he was trying to shoot there. Got across to the back post. Either way, comfortable for Nubel to gather in goal for Monaco this evening. The Saints side then, McCarthy in goal, Valery, Lianco, Stevens and Djenepo across the back. Redmond, Romeo, Diallo, Elyounoussi. The midfield for Shea Adams and Adam Armstrong leading the line this evening. For Monaco, Nubel in goal, Aguirre, Disasi, Maripan and Enrique, the back four. Vanderson, Fofana, Matazzo and Golovin in midfield. Mbolo alongside Takumi Minamino. The two new signings up top for Monaco in this second half. And Jordan Clark, former Southampton midfielder Dean Hammond, is alongside me for commentary. Dean, what are you hoping for from this second half? It wasn't the liveliest of first 45 minutes.
Well, 45 minutes of how Southampton have started the second half, really. We've had two glimpses. Elyounoussi breaking from midfield, flashing a ball across the box, and then a good supporting run from Valery, and breaking into the box and getting a strike at goal. So a positive start to the second half, and probably continue on from the moments in the first half of long shots from distance. Supportive play, getting a number of Southampton players into the box and just increasing that tempo, just building up the fitness and conditioning for the start of the Premier League season.
And we've seen Moussa Djenepo in more of a left wing-back role so far in pre-season. We're used to seeing him further up the pitch. He's going to slot in at left-back by the looks of it now. It says he's enjoying getting used to that role.
Well, he's played it a couple of times last season. I remember him coming in at right wing back, and he has the ability to do that. He definitely has the fitness to do that. And the game Saturday against Watford, he looked reasonably comfortable, especially in the attacking positions, which he can definitely.
Here is Djenepo. Just couldn't quite stretch those long legs out enough there to get on the end of that ball.
Which is exactly what we were talking about, John. It's a brilliant pass by Lianco, and it's a good timing of run where Djenepo's come wide to narrow and just come in between the right back and the centre half. Just can't quite control it. But that's what he does give to the Southampton team by playing that position, that attacking threat.
Djenepo again wins the ball back well. Can't squeeze past the Monaco defenders. It's Vanderson. Switch of play out to the goal scorer Golovin. Cries a handball around St Mary's. Enrique Infield to Minamino. Early initial touch just to liven things up and set himself on his way. Valerie wins it back well for Saints. Armstrong to his right. Still Valerie. Good battle there in the middle of the park with Mataza. Elianusi finds Shea Adams. Just a little bit too much on it. Shea Adams beaten to the ball by Maripan. Touch from Redmond, still Redmond rising up and over the bar. Another long-range effort goes awry for Saints.
But that's what we enjoy from Nathan Redmond. That's what we want from Nathan Redmond. You know, picking the ball up and driving through the middle of the pitch, taking the opposition on, and has a strike with confidence on his left foot. Can't quite get it on target, but you know, Nathan Redmond in full flow isn't a dangerous player for Southampton.
Stevens there in front of Mbola. Redmond back to Valerie. 40 minutes of Monaco's pre-season remaining before they get their campaign underway a week today. And in the Champions League for Southampton, still Villarreal to come on Saturday here at St Mary's in their final pre-season match. Diallo, the Frenchman, former Monaco youth player, finds Romeo lurking on the edge of the 18-yard area. Still Diallo. Stevens and Gineppo. Vanderson with a lot of joy in the first half down the right-hand side, advancing well into the Southampton half. Maybe a different prospect for him in this second 45 with Gineppo coming on. Already we've seen glimpses of what he's going to try and do.
Yeah, well, Gineppo will be more of an attacking threat for himself, and like you say, first half a really good supported play from him. Had lots of runs down the right hand side. Looks a powerful runner, so it'll be interesting to see the competition for both of them in the second half.
Given away by Monaco, well read there by Redmond. Touch was too heavy though. Maripan will do the tidying up, or will he? No, he won't. Adam Armstrong now for Saints. Good feet, laid back to Elianusi. Well saved, Armstrong lurking. There's the equaliser. Monaco's in a bit of a mess at the back. Elianusi with the initial shot. Armstrong, who'd done all the hard work, eventually gets the goal. His second of pre-season. And we're level at St Mary's. Southampton 1, Monaco 1.
Brilliant play, and it all starts from Nathan Redmond, really pressing the ball, intercepting the ball, then doesn't give up on it, wins it back again. Ball falls to Adam Armstrong in the middle of the box. A couple of jinking, a run, good awareness, pulls it back, ball back to Elianusi. A really good strike and a good save. But that's what I mean about Adam Armstrong. He's a natural goal scorer. He's following the ball in. He's anticipating that there potentially could be a rebound. He's on the front foot, first person to react, and scores a lovely goal. And I believe, like I say, I believe he can score goals, and will do his confidence a world of good. Second goal in pre-season, could have had 3. I think he missed a penalty in Austria as well, so it's been a successful pre-season for him so far.
It was a good save initially from Newbell to deny Elianusi. Adam Armstrong lurking, poaching in the box. You have to say, deserves it from his first half performance. All that just fires Saints up now in this second half. Shea Adams back out wide to Elianusi. Again he's going to shoot. Curling. Not curling enough. Goal kick.
Brilliant from Southampton in the second half. We spoke about it during the break, John. It's a really good reaction from Southampton after going 1-0 down. Again, it's from pressing. High tempo pressing, winning the ball back high up in Monaco's half. Good play from Shea Adams, wants to get his shot off, turns out, go to Elianusi. Gineppo on the outside, takes the defender out wide. Elianusi cuts back in and tries to curl it into the far corner, just can't quite execute it.
Newbell. Enrique with the flicker. As far as Redmond. Armstrong again, the out ball down the line. Diallo, one touch, lovely play from Saints. Gineppo further forward now. Execution not quite there for Moussa Gineppo. I think it was meant to be a cross.
I think it was meant to be a cross, but again, it's good play in the midfield area from Southampton. It's from Diallo. It's that quick pass that kind of splits the Monaco defence and gets the ball to Elyounoussi, and then there's a forward run and positive run from Gineppo, and just like you say, can't quite execute that cross to the far post.
Good pressing there from Diallo on Minamino as well. Equal to it. Now Romeo joins in as well. High press, putting Monaco under pressure, gives away the free kick though. Foul on Enrique. The Brazilian hits the deck. Stevens. And Bolo stayed down. Holding his arm, I think. No. Looks up with a bit of a limp. Looks like he's okay. Another change coming up for the visitors. Matazzo heading off. Jean Lucas will come on to replace him in the middle of Monaco's midfield. A few early touches for Matazzo in that first half, but relatively quiet evening for the central midfielder. Half an hour for Jean Lucas to come on and try and make an impact. An early touch in there in the middle of the park. One back well by Saints. Diallo and Elyounoussi involved. Here's Adam Armstrong. A check back to Romeo arriving in support. Gineppo. Romeo enjoying life a bit further forward for Saints.
Yeah, he's looked really comfortable in that role. Like I say, he receives the ball really well. His awareness is good. Never really takes more than 2 or 3 touches. And he looks very creative.
Still only 31 as well, Oriol Romeo. Gineppo. Elyounoussi. Looking for Redmond at the back post. Not enough on it. He's in Bolo. Still in Bolo. Good recovery in the end. Elyounoussi back there helping out.
I mean, he's got a brilliant engine on him, Elyounoussi. You know, he's always in the opposition box trying to score a goal. And again, there senses the danger. Really good recovery run. Wins the ball back for his team. So brilliant midfield play.
And for many players, you know, heading out on low may feel maybe their time is up at a certain club, but he came back rejuvenated, really, and as we said, key member of the squad last season, and could be a big campaign for him this year.
He really is, because he gives you something different in that midfield area. But like you say, credit to him as a player. He's gone away to Celtic and then come back to the football club and impress the manager.
There's Redmond opening up a bit for Nathan Redmond. Elyounoussi keen to get it onto that right foot. And Bolo gets there ahead of Lianco. Sent out wide to the right-hand side, and Vanderson. Lianco going route one. Finds Adam Armstrong in a bit of space. So room for the shot, there's not, but there might be. For the late arriving Moy Elyounoussi, hits the deck. He appeals for a penalty. Run from Elyounoussi. Here's Mbolo though at the other end.
Brilliant.
Great defending from Jan Valery. Lianco was back covering as well. Just when it looked like Briel Mbolo was clean through on Alex McCarthy's goal.
I think that's been something really impressive from Southampton tonight. They've been really brave in trying to press Monaco high up. But when Monaco have broke the lines and they have had a success in counter-attack, and the recovery runs have been brilliant. We mentioned Elyounoussi a minute ago, and Valerie there showed real pace and real strength to win the ball back. So when it helps to give you confidence to play that pressing game when you know you can recover so well and you have the fitness to do it.
Just approaching the hour mark. Monaco taking the lead in the first half through Alexander Golovin. And then Southampton hitting back early on in the second. Adam Armstrong with the equaliser. Some good work from Armstrong. Monaco giving the ball away inside their own box. Armstrong with the ball to Elyounoussi. It was Elyounoussi shot that was saved by Nubel. Armstrong was lurking to send the rebound in. Here's Vanderson. Minamino's there as well. Room for Vanderson, just has to check his run back out to the touchline. Marked closely by Diallo. Minamino. Poor touch from Minamino. Adams can't find his way into the Monaco half. Fofana. Enrique. Di Sassi. Right, Aguila. And Vanderson with the ball forward. There's way too much on it into the arms of Alex MacArthur. Not too many changes so far. That stage of pre-season now where both managers keen to get the minutes into the legs of the players.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what decision the manager makes. How long each player plays. Will there be some players getting some 90 minutes in tonight? Will some players get an hour we've just come up to, or 75 minutes? Will he rotate the squad, or will he keep them fresh for Saturday for the last pre-season game?
How important was it for you, Dean, at this stage of pre-season, getting 90 minutes in the tank, being game ready for that first game of the new campaign?
It's always a balance in that, Jordan. Individually, I'd love to play as many games as I can during pre-season to get myself up to speed as quick as I can. But also, you're always thinking about injuries. You don't want an early injury that then sets you back a few weeks. So, always a balancing act.
Shea Adams, ball in from Redmond. Good, strong, powerful hold-up play from Adams. That's a lovely square ball, and it nearly squirms in. Aguiar in the end, I think, with the final touch. So nearly an own goal.
And Shea does that brilliantly. We look at it again, his hold-up play so strong, and then has that patience and awareness to try and find the pass, not just try and flash it across the box, and almost picks Ora Romeo up in that advanced position in midfield.
Jean Lucas with the touch onto Aguila. Monaco get away with it. Gineppo, Elyounoussi. Back out to Gineppo. It's time to set again, will Southampton. A lovely feat from Gineppo. Bianco still forward. Bianco again. Nathan Redmond now over on the left-hand side for Southampton. Diallo just quietly gone about his business this evening. With a bit of frustration there. Towards Elyounoussi. He didn't pull wide. Romeo skipping away from Fofana. Draws the foul.
And he's so good at doing that, Romeo. The way he protects the ball. Always happy to receive it, whether he's marked or he's free. Brilliant midfield play there. And just think of Gineppo. Gineppo's had a real effect since he's come on. Has been a real attacking threat and looked really, really positive, and probably has a reason why Southampton have had the better of the second half.
Searching ball from Lianco, looking for Redmond a number of times this evening. Lianco has looked up early and sent those long diagonals. See 3 changes coming up for Saints now. James Ward-Prowse coming on for Moy Elianusi. The first look for the Southampton home fans in the flesh for Joe Aribo as well. Comes on to make his first appearance here at St Mary's, having arrived from Scottish Premiership side Rangers over the summer. And Kyle Walker-Peters also on this evening as well. Moy Elianusi, Adam Armstrong making their way off. Shea Adams' work is also done, so it looks like Nathan Redmond going up top alongside Joe Aribo.
And he's an exciting prospect, Joe Aribo. Looking forward to watching him play this season. Brilliant season last year at Rangers obviously had the experience in the Europa Cup final, scored a goal as well. So a real talent, and I think a really good investment for Southampton.
Early touch for James Ward-Prowse, finds Nathan Redmond off the left. The ball in, looking for Aribo, beaten to the header. Minamino. Ward-Prowse with the foot in. Strong play from Yusuf Fofana. Some room for Gineppo to work his magic. Romeo back to Gineppo. Gineppo again, this time to the byline. And for Romeo, beaten to the header. Back out to Redmond. Still Walker-Peters, Romeo, Aribo lurking inside the box. The Saints captain James Ward-Prowse. What a season he had last season for Southampton. Just gets better and better.
I mean, fantastic season. With the goals he scored, his all-round play, his leadership as captain, I agree with you, he is getting better and better. And just his free kick ability, we all know about that, but his all-round play as well. I think he's almost become the complete midfield player, and Southampton really rely on him. So be looking to get his match sharpness up tonight, continue that Saturday in readiness for the Premier League season.
And a big start to the season for James Ward-Prowse as he tries to secure his spot in Gareth Southgate's World Cup squad for England. Here's Romeo. Valerie with a bit of room. Aribo through the middle. Instead, Kyle Walker-Peters is the option for Valerie. Redmond on the edge of the box. Well dealt with in the end by Disasi and his goalkeeper Nubel. Mbolo, who's had a tough time of it since coming on at half-time for Monaco. Physical battle with Lianco at that end of the pitch. Disasi nearly turning into trouble. 0-1 back by Gineppo.
Again, brilliant play from Southampton. As soon as they lose that ball, they hunt it back quickly with that determination to win the ball back, and they've done it very successfully in the second half.
Lovely turn from Gineppo, brought down by Vanderson.
He's looked really confident since he's come on. Really confident, really almost like, well, like every player would do, to try and make an impression, to work his way into the team, and not his natural position, but looks comfortable out there.
And the dynamics really changed down that side of the pitch as well. Vanderson, as we said, was bombing on a lot in the first half. He just hasn't been able to do it because he's been worried about Gineppo. Exactly
that. He's forced him back, and Gineppo's been on the front foot, whether it's been pressing to run, win the ball back, or his overlapping runs, or coming inside. So he's looked really effective.
Now we get to see one of those James Ward-Prowse set pieces. Stevens, Lianco, forward from the back. The St Mary's crowd expects. Lovely delivery in towards the front post. Stevens was the target. What a corner, Southampton.
Well, like you say, it's, as we all expect, lovely delivery from James Ward-Prowse. Flash it across the front of the goal. Good movement from Jack Stephen, and almost gets the first contact and gets an attempt on goal.
Another change coming up for Southampton. Nathan Redmond heading off. Stuart Armstrong. Will come on for the final 20 minutes. Another player with a long old season, well into the summer, representing Scotland. World Cup playoff against Ukraine. Ward-Prowse corner, under the crossbar, New Bell will claim. Vanderson with a switch of play this time. Enrique linking up down the left. Ball in towards the back post. Looking from Bolo. Ismail Jacobs. First touch for Stuart Armstrong. Saints now switching to that formation which we've seen in pre-season so far, with three central defenders in wing-backs in Gineppo and Kyle Walker-Peters. Valerie, the right of those three centre-backs, charging, advancing forward. So Aribo's going to have to work hard to keep that in, does well. Walker-Peters. No one inside the 10-yard area to put any pressure on Alexander Nubel there. Vanderson again comes forward, well dealt with in the end by Lianco. Stevens forward to Romeo.
I think like you was just mentioning there, Jordan, I think the formation they switched to with the three at the back can work for Southampton, especially when they're brave. You know, you don't want to get caught and camped in it as a five. It's really difficult to get out and play attacking football then. But if you're brave in possession and brave without possession, it can really work. And they've got the players to do it within the squad.
Given away by Diallo to Jacobs, and a strong tackle by Diallo to win the ball back. Here's Armstrong. Options to his right. Aribo's there. Walker-Peters now. Bit tight for room, but Aribo does well. Great cross. Still there for Gineppo. Can he find a Saints shirt? He can. Kyle Walker-Peters scrambled away by Monaco. Valerie. Saints go again through Armstrong. Stuart Armstrong. Ward-Prowse trying to whip one in. Still Monaco can't clear. Aribo. Stuart Armstrong twisting, turning. Stuart Armstrong, what a goal! Great work from Saints in the end. They never gave up on that one. And Stuart Armstrong with a beautiful finish past Alexander Nubel. Southampton take the lead. Saints 2, Monaco 1.
Well, a really impressive phase of play from Southampton. Whether it's a cross from Aribo at the beginning, no Southampton player can get on it, because a ball in flashed across from Gineppo, and then it finally comes to Stuart Armstrong in the middle of the box, nice and calm, nice and composed, receives the ball on his right foot, wants to get it back onto his right foot, a good swivel of the hips, and a brilliant finish into the top corner, and a brilliant first impression since coming on. So fully deserved from Southampton. I think they've been excellent in the second half.
Instant impact from Stuart Armstrong as he comes onto the pitch, and it's the two Armstrongs that have given Southampton that lead this evening. Back from a goal down to lead 2-1, Alexander Golovin in the first half, and then Adam Armstrong just after half-time, and Stuart Armstrong to put Saints in front. Here is Golovin, the goal scorer for Monaco in the first half. Minamino. Stuart Armstrong again, good work on the halfway line. Joe Aribo joining in. Disasi recovers well. And Mario Pan launches it forward.
They've been really good at doing that, Southampton, tonight, really pressing the ball. When they see an opportunity to try and win it, they get that tackle in, and then the second tackle, and really put Monaco under pressure in this second half especially. Have not allowed them to settle, not allowed them to have that possession of the ball easily, and they've won it back on many occasions.
Romeo. Walker-Peters with the ball down the line in search of Joe Aribo. ...26 goals in nearly 150 appearances for Rangers. Joe Aribo, 26 years old. Steve Hammer mentioned earlier, scored in the Europa Cup final for Rangers last season. Plenty of silverware during his time north of the border. And the losing team in the end in the Europa League. There's a bit of cramp for Lianco, who's down just off your screens.
It's always a common theme of pre-season cramp, suffered for that many a time. But like you say, mentioning Aribo there, he showed the flashes of his ability there. I think he has that flexibility to whether he's going to play off the front man or he can play wide. Left-footed, you'd expect him to try and come in and back onto his left foot and get a strike goal, but actually the first opportunity he went down the outside and crossed it with his right foot and almost created an opportunity for Southampton and made an instant impact. So good signing.
Can play in midfield, was deployed further forward for Rangers last season, prefers the number 10 position if given the choice. We're going to see a change for Southampton. Armel Bella Kotchap coming on for his first home appearance for Saints. Having arrived from Bochum in Germany over the summer, signing a 4-year deal. Lianco will get to go and have a rest now, having gone down with cramp. We'll see a change for Monaco as well. The goal scorer Alexander Golovin heading off. Minamino's work is done this evening on his return to Southampton.
And the fourth and fifth substitution.
Volland coming on.
18 Takumi Minamino and 26 Ruben Nevelar. And their replacements, 27 Crepin Diatta and 31 Kevin Volland.
Crepin Diatta has come on for these final 13 minutes or so as well. Zambolo. Stevens. Aribo just dropping deep to receive the pass. Diallo. Southampton have really controlled this second half. Alex McCarthy has barely touched the ball. It's been a quiet evening for him in the second 45.
Yeah, they've been very effective in the second half, Southampton. A good reaction, controlled possession at times, broke with pace at times, created opportunities, and the movement off the ball's been really good. If you look at the Southampton players, they've always got 1 or 2 or 3 options when they've got the ball at their feet, which is really good.
Kyle Walker-Peters. Romeo drills one in, blocked by Enrique. Valerie. Romeo again looks up early, trying to find Gineppo. Aribo and Stuart Armstrong cramped for room on the edge of the box. Prowse to Walker-Peters. Romeo again putting the strings on the edge of the box. The experienced Spaniard. Early cross in from Valerie, plucked out of the sky by Nubel. Ishmael Jacobs. Nubel. Into the final 10 minutes. Second half goals from Adam Armstrong and Stuart Armstrong gives Southampton their 2-1 lead. Alexander Golovin opened the scoring in the first half for the visitors Monaco. But Saints have been in control since the break. Romeo, Stevens. Well, Hasenhüttl will be pretty impressed with what he's seeing. Here's Stuart Armstrong again, trying to find room for the shot. This time he goes low. Straight at Nubel, who gets play moving quickly out to that far right-hand side, and Diatta.
But it was lovely, a lovely spell of possession from Southampton, moving the ball around the pitch, switching it from side to side, going into the four players, coming back out again, just seeing out the game. They're leading the game now, and you need to do this in matches at times to wear the opposition down and keep possession of the ball, and it all comes down to the movement and the options you've got when you've got the ball at your feet. So yeah, showed good variation tonight, Southampton.
Free kick to Monaco on the halfway line. Enrique. Bit of room, a rare bit of room for him to advance into in the Southampton half, but he can't make the most of it. Valerie under pressure quickly by Ishmael Jacobs. Enrique. To with Volland. Jean-Lucas. Switch of play to Vanderson. That's a good cross in from Vanderson. It's a heavy touch in the middle of the box by Mbolo. Strong defending from Joe Aribo, back deep inside his own half. Gets a high five from James Ward-Prowse, the Saints captain. That's the kind of work rate that Ralph Hasenhüttl would like to see from his new signing.
Yeah, and he showed really good physical strength as well. He was under pressure, used his body well, and that's what you want, like you say, from your forward players, to be reliable, to be trustworthy in possession. When the ball comes into him, it sticks, and then you can build up play from there. It just relieves a little bit of pressure, so really good to see.
Joe Aribo, like so many young footballers, saying on his arrival at St Mary's it was always his goal and dream to get to the Premier League one day. I decided to make the move from Scotland down to Southampton. Ralph Hasenhüttl highlighting his versatility. Here's Kyle Walker-Peters in acres of space at the back post. Can he find a Saints shirt? Might not need it, Walker-Peters.
I mean, it ends up being a great strike, but if his touch had been a little bit better, it's a brilliant awareness from Oya Romeo to switch it out. And we see that creative side from him. Lovely first-time pass with his left foot. And if Kyle Walker-Peters had just had a better first touch, I think he could have got a strike at goal with his right foot, but cuts back on his left foot and has a good strike and tries to curl it into that far post.
Early ball forward, looking for Volland. Controls it well out of the sky. Mbolo. Diatta. Flag up for offside.
I think that's still a frustration for everyone. You heard it from the crowd. We could all see it was for offside, and then it took 30 seconds for the linesman to put his flag up. So they don't quite understand that myself, but It's part of the game now.
It's not going away. It's the voice of Dean Hammond, former Southampton midfielder. McCarthy from the back. Kyle Walker-Peters looking for the run of a Rebo. Too much angle on that header. Enrique. Going to Maripan. And Disassi. What a poor ball forward, cut off by Stevens. He's really solid tonight, Jack Stevens. From Stuart Armstrong peels out to the left. Rebo over there as well. Joins in. Quick freak from Diallo. Stuart Armstrong. Patient build-up play again from Southampton. Given away by Valerie. And Bolo unable to punish Saints.
Again, it's a perfect example, you know, it's sloppy play from Valerie, but it's the reaction to try and win the ball back, and that's been impressive from Southampton today. They've not been disappointed. If they've given possession away, they've either got back into shape or they've really pressed it quickly to try and win it back. And like I say, that's they've seen the benefits of that, especially second half.
Ismail Jacobs takes that ball out of the sky from his captain Disassi. Still Jacobs. There's Volland. Volland with a curling cross. Vanderson free at the back post. Still Vanderson. Good block in there. It's going to come back out and be recycled by Jean Lucas. Vanderson again, skips past two. Spectacularly drops to the ground. Oriol Romeo really not happy with that performance from Vanderson. The referee was having none of it. And now Saints can break it at the other end. Players forward in numbers. Walker-Peters. James Ward-Prowse seals the victory with a lovely finish. The Saints skipper picked his spot, executed it superbly. Southampton 3, Monaco 1.
Well, we were just laughing, Jordan, at the theatrics of the Monaco player trying to win a penalty. Brilliant play from Stuart Armstrong, holds the ball out, checks back. Good play from James Ward-Prowse, a good break from Southampton. Kyle Walker-Peters gets down this right-hand side and then just has that awareness to slow the play down and pull it back for James Ward-Prowse, who comes on at pace, steadied himself and just guides it into that far post. Really controlled finish from James Ward-Prowse, and like we said, he has that ability now to get a goal from midfield, not only from set pieces but from open play, and it's a lovely finish. And again, Southampton have been excellent in the second half.
Ralph Hasenhüttl sending on some of the big guns. James Ward-Prowse, Stuart Armstrong coming up with the goods to put the game to bed. Adam Armstrong with the equaliser just after half-time. It's Alexander Golovin that had given Monaco the lead with a tidy finish in the first half. But it has been all Southampton in the second. And some really nice finishes as well. Two great strikes. Different kinds as well. Real power behind it from Stuart Armstrong just inside the box, and then pure placement there from James Ward-Prowse.
I mean, the finish from Prowse there is fantastic. He doesn't try and hit the ball too hard. He just guides it with enough power into that far corner under control. But you know, that goal comes from, again, which the manager will be really happy with, the fitness of the Southampton player to get up in support, to get into attacking areas.
Yeah, and Valerie heading off for Saints. It's like maybe with a bit of a knock. Jan Bednarek is going to come on and see out the remaining minute or so. Fofana. wide to the right. Vanderson, whose spectacular dive really put Monaco in that trouble for the James Ward-Prowse goal. Vanderson again, a few boos ring around St Mary's. Diatta joins in over on the right as well. Tricky customer though, Vanderson again skipping past a couple of white and red shirts. Gineppo with some good defending. Diatta catching Gineppo late, free kick given.
And it was a lovely little nutmeg from Gineppo as well. I don't think the manager will be too happy with the area he's doing it on the pitch, but it's always nice to see a little nutmeg, especially when you're 3-1 up.
Another one who's made a real impact since coming on at half-time, Moussa Gineppo.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes added time at the end of the second half. 3 minutes.
Stoppage time in a pre-season friendly.
I'm not sure the players will be too happy about that.
McCarthy looking for Stuart Armstrong. Di Sassi at the back for Monaco, doing the tidying up. Saints will win it back again. Bednar. Bella Kotchap, who in the build-up to Southampton's third goal got a really important block in, did the new signing Bella Kotchap. Lost a bit in the theatrics from Vanderson and then the goal from James Ward-Prowse. According to Ralph Hasenhüttl, Bella Kotchap fits the Saints profile and can slot in seamlessly to his side, given all his experience in the Bundesliga.
But he looks like a good size, he looks like he's a good physical presence. He looks comfortable on the ball as well, which the manager wants his defenders to be comfortable in possession. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, he looks like he could be a good asset.
Backfield flick from Stuart Armstrong doesn't find Joe Aribo. Chance for Monaco to break. Ismail Jacobs chasing that one down. Tidy stuff at the back from Saints again.
And he showed a really good turn of pace there as well. So another attribute he's got. So yeah, competition for places in that area of the pitch, which is always good.
Saints in no rush to send the ball forward into 3 minutes of stoppage time, 1 remaining. Adam Armstrong, Stuart Armstrong and James Ward-Prowse with the goals to give Southampton their 3-1 lead in their penultimate pre-season friendly. Looks like Monaco are going to be heading into the start of their season with back-to-back defeats, having lost to Porto at the weekend. Champions League up first for them against PSV Eindhoven in the qualifying stages. They made it past last season, the third qualifying round, but no further, didn't make it into the group stages of the competition. We're looking to hopefully go one better this time around. Of course, lost some experience over the summer in Cesc Fabregas, with his contract coming to an end. There is the full-time whistle. Southampton victorious on their return to St Mary's with a dominant second half display against the French side Monaco. Having got a goal down in the first half, Alexander Golovin giving Monaco the lead. A hit back quickly after the break. Adam Armstrong with the goal. Moussa Gineppo making a real difference coming on at left back at half time. And then 2 brilliant strikes to put the game to bed for Saints. First Stuart Armstrong within minutes of coming on off the bench. And James Ward-Prowse, the Saints captain, picking up where he left off last season with a tidy, controlled, accurate finish from the edge of the box to make it Southampton 3, Monaco 1. Dean Hammond.
A really good pre-season exercise for Southampton. An excellent result against a good Monaco team. A brilliant performance second half. I thought Southampton looked really sharp, really dominant, aggressive with their defending and aggressive with their attacking play. And The players that came onto the pitch had a really big impact. Gineppo at left wing back especially. Adam Armstrong getting a goal was great for his confidence. So positive signs for Southampton, and really good. You always want to put a performance on for the fans in pre-season to build a bit of momentum, to build some excitement. So one game left, and all looks good for the start of the season. So the manager, I think, will be very pleased.
That was the goal that gave Monaco the lead in the first half. Former Saints loanee, new signing from Monaco from Liverpool, Minamino with the assist. Golovkin with the goal. And then Adam Armstrong with some really good work just after half-time. Elyounoussi had the initial shot saved. But like any good striker, Adam Armstrong lurking ready to poach to level the scoreline up. One back by Nathan Redmond. It was a good save from Alexander Nubel to deny Moy Elyounoussi. Adam Armstrong squeezing that one into the back of the net.
And I think that's what a confident Adam Armstrong can bring to this team. Goals. You know, he's on the front foot. He's the first person to react. He looks sharp there. Brilliant finish for him, and will do his confidence a world of good.
And then the Saints making a number of changes in the second half. Joe Aribo, the new signing, with the assist, but a quite brilliant finish from Stuart Armstrong. Very little room to work with. Barely any backlift as he smashed that one past Nubel to put Southampton in front for the first time in the evening.
And it's a lovely swivel of the hips, shall we say, with his left foot. Tries to get it back on his right foot, does successfully, and it's a lovely finish into that far to that top hand corner.
And then the third coming on the break for Southampton. James Ward-Prowse on off the bench after some theatrics at the other end from Vanderson. Beautiful placement from the Saints captain on the edge of the box, and well found as well by Kyle Walker-Peters with the square ball.
Yeah, it's a lovely set from Kyle Walker-Peters, and makes it really easy for James Ward-Prowse. Doesn't break his stride. Lovely finish, really composed finish, and that's the quality that James Ward-Prowse has, and that's why he's scoring consistently from midfield.
Monaco head off into the Champions League on back-to-back defeats in their last two pre-season friendlies against Porto and here at Southampton. For Saints, it's a first win in pre-season, sets them up nicely heading into their final friendly against Villarreal here at St Mary's on Saturday before their Premier League campaign gets underway a week on Saturday away at Tottenham. Full time here in Southampton, it's Saints 3, Monaco 1.